Good afternoon. This is Desola Fadei from Snack a Lot Foods in Saskatoon, Canada. And we are here today to talk about something very important. As you can see, I'm not in my apron and I'm not in the kitchen, but I just wanted to let you guys know also that bakers don't only work in the kitchen, even though we do a lot in the kitchen. We also have a lot of administrative things that we do to keep the business running. And so welcome to my office. So today I'll be talking about some little things that as a business owner, be a baker or in any kind of business, that sometimes we overlook, or maybe we even know, but we forget to put them into practice when carrying out our dealings with clients. And these little things sometimes affect the business in ways that gradually makes your business to decline and you don't even see the results you want. So as they say, little foxes, they destroy the vine, not the big ones, but the little foxes. So I just want to give you some few tips today, as a baker, and you could also implement it even if you are not a baker. So I would say these tips will be for everyone. So let's go. So first and foremost, I want to say, as a baker or as a business owner, value your clients. Now, it's no news that without clients, your business does not exist. You can't open a shop or have, products to sell and believe you would sell them without people coming to you. Your clients are very important. So value your clients, the big and the small. The ones that buy few, the ones that buy a lot, they are all the people that makes your business a success. So as a baker, I would say please value your clients, address them properly with respect, value each and every one of them. Because at the end of the day, when you say you have a great client base, you are talking about these same people. So please value your clients, treat them well with respect, the way you talk to them, even in times when probably, they're not good grounds. But please value your clients because they are very, very important. Now, the second one I want to say is also place value before profit. Sometimes it's very, very possible to be carried away, by what you're going to make on a product or on what you do, forgetting that there's something called value. Now, if there's something I've learned as a child growing up, like I mentioned in my last video about growing up with my mom, is the essence of value. In every single thing that you do, put value into it. Let that be the first thing that comes to mind when you are putting out a product, not the money you want to make. Don't get me wrong, money is good. I like money. But for me, the first thing you have to put in place is value. What are you giving out to your clients? Is it your best? Does that product you are putting out justify what they are paying for? Now, as a baker, personally, when I'm making things for my clients, the first thing I put in my head is to give them the best. Sometimes, and I mean sometimes, I go a little bit above. And the reason why is because I just want to make sure what I'm giving them is quality. I want to make sure what I'm giving them makes them happy. And I, as the product, creator, I also want to be satisfied that I'm giving out the best to my clients before I start thinking about money. So please put value before profit. Don't be all about the money, but let it be the value, what you are putting out. Let it justify what they are paying for. What I do is I put myself in the shoes of my clients. If I'm paying for something, I will be expecting something good in return. So because even as a vendor yourself, on the flip side of the coin, you are also a client somewhere. So when you always think of it like that, then you know that you have to put value before profit. Give them what it's worth. Give them something good, something that will make them happy. And at the end of the day, you yourself will be satisfied, with what you've put out. So don't forget that point. Then another thing that I think is really important as a business owner is to accept criticism. Now, there's no business, or most business, on their websites, on their pages, they have this column for reviews. And the reason why you ask your clients to give reviews is not so you can feel good alone, but to know, honest to get honest reviews, honest thoughts about your product. And there are two reasons why. Number one is to help you to know what you can do to serve them better. And number two is also to know, if you are doing a good job or not. So there are two sides to it. Now, as a someone who gives out, who produces things, as a vendor, you should be humble enough when somebody tells you, gives you a honest criticism, probably maybe not good. And the reason why is this. I'll give you an example. Now, a long time ago, I had a client who I've been making cakes for, and she's a great client. She loves the cake. And there was this time I made one for her, and I always tell my clients, now, if some of them are listening to me, you hear me always say, please, we want to hear from you. Give us honest criticism. Honest. Like, don't hide it, anything. Don't make me feel good. Tell me exactly what it is like. And this lady did. She said, there was a cake I made for her, and she said, this cake tastes a little different. It's a little bit dry. And, initially I'm like, yeah, but it is the same recipe that I've been using to make cakes for her. But I felt for her to have said that, it must be that it's true, because she's not making cakes for me the first, the second, or the third time. So I went back, I sat down, and I started thinking, what did I do different? And obviously, because it was the same recipe, there was nothing I could pinpoint. But then I sat back, and then I decided to go over that recipe, and I tweaked it a little bit. And that's what I've been using till this very moment, which happened to be even better than what I was doing before. Now, if I had not accepted the honest, criticism she gave me, I probably wouldn't have come up with a new recipe, which is even much more better than what I had before. So be open to correction. When people tell you, madam, your product is not good, or excuse me, sir, your product is not the way I said it, can you please be humble enough to, find out more? And also be humble enough not just to hear, but sit back and find out where you can improve. What did I do wrong? Because see, there is nobody's the master of it all. And in any business you're running, you are getting better by the day. So please be humble enough and don't fight it. Sometimes, people get very defensive when somebody tells you your product is not. Everybody has an opinion, and to be frank, people's opinion matter, and sometimes the opinions that people give helps you to be better. So please learn to accept criticism, good or bad. It helps you to move forward. Another one is care about what you put out. It's your signature. Now, if you if you make products, there's one thing I want you to remember. Don't just, dish out things, mass production, and not putting your heart to what you do. Whatever you put out there is your signature. If it's cakes, your cakes is your signature. The quality of it is your signature. So I want you to care about what you put out. Don't just say, nobody sees you when you are making these things. It's in your kitchen. But you need to put your heart to it and make sure you are putting out the best. Put out yourself there, because in places you probably never get to, your products get there before you. Now, I have clients in some other cities in the province. I've never been to those cities physically. I've been in Canada for how long? But my products have made way. So it's your signature. Your products will get to places you've never been. There are people whose company is based in some other countries, and they sell on Amazon. Their products have traveled all over the world, and that's their signature. So please put care into what you put out, because it is your signature as a business owner. Then another thing is, which is very important, is to respect your client's time. Now, let me give you this example. Now, growing up, sometimes when I'll give you an example. My mom gave her material to a tailor to make for her, and he told her to come at a specific time. She got there, and me as a child growing up, when you tell me to come and get something, I'm always anticipating that day, and all I want to do is to get there and receive it. But you see, whenever we go to places when we've been given appointments to come and receive and we don't get it, honestly, as a child, I always felt disappointed, even though, I couldn't voice it out, but it always dampens my spirit. So these experiences, not once, twice, or three times, a lot of times with different vendors, made me at a very young age to vow that if I ever am going to render service to people, I will never disappoint my clients. I made that vow, and I didn't even know something like this will come up in the future. So please respect your client's time. Now, as a baker, accidents happen. If you tell your client to come at a specific time for a product, and maybe in the process of making it, things went wrong, please pick up your phone and give them a call that I'm sorry, it's going to be maybe a few hours late. Let them know ahead of time. Respect people's time. Time is money. If you tell them to come at this time or at this day, please try to get it ready. It says a lot about integrity, and it also helps you and your client to plan their time. So respect people's time. I think is a very important thing. No matter how good a product you put out, no matter how fantastic it is, if the issue of respecting time is not there, then sometimes it washes down the whole thing. Okay, now the last thing I want to say is look good. See, as a baker, I know sometimes you are working in the kitchen, you are sweating, you are tired. Please, after all said and done, before your clients get to you, if it's a pickup or if it's a delivery, take out time to freshen up and look good. Everybody loves to identify with a good looking brand. Please take time to look good as a baker. Freshen up when you go to deliver your cakes, dress up. Show up and let your client be happy that, oh, you know what, that lady, that's my baker. Please, let's take our time, because sometimes we forget about ourselves in the process of putting out our product, and that's because sometimes our jobs can be very, very, time consuming and strength sapping. But I want to say, please look good, because how you are dressed is how you will be addressed. And I think those are the little tips I'm going to give today. I hope it's helpful to someone out there. And I just want to put this out before I end this video that in the next video, we're going to be talking about something very exciting. And now I want to say it's exciting for bakers in Saskatoon and even in cities surrounding, and probably in Canada. So I want you to watch out, because we'll be bringing some good news. So thank you so much again for your time today. And I'll be looking forward to the next video. So have a wonderful weekend, and bye.